Alrighty, folks. Good day. I'll just give that good day or good night or good evening, good morning, all that good stuff to the wonderful folks out there. Hope you all are doing well on this wonderful Tuesday. Today is the first day of my new or old streaming time. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to be doing some fishing and we'll be doing some towers because here it is, folks. It is the To the Skies event. So unfortunately, I rather do my fishing first before my towers. So I'll be getting a 5% less shards after the resets just because I want my fish first because I got some more ascension levels. And I'm going to share that with y'all what I got for my ascension level. So y'all can take and see what I'm blocked by. It's in the fishing shop tomorrow, believe it or not. So let me go here. So here we go. So I got the Solarite to get to 170. Then I had all the materials here. I had all the materials here, and then bam, Realm War hit me again. So tomorrow there's Realm War in the fishing shop. So that's why we're going to be fishing today, later on today or tomorrow, and the other night as well. So we're going to be doing towers and fishing. Fishing mainly for the next 2 days. Who knows, maybe more depending on what RNG has in store. Hey there, Saturn June. I'm a little tired right now. I did a late walk today. Actually, like 2 hours ago, I went walking. And it was like super hot outside. So I'm a little tired, but I do have some lemon water right here to help me out. And of course, the wonderful chat as well. So right now, I am currently my highest ever ascension level that I've ever been, which is 172. I'll be doing towers as Heretic Aura today. And this is my gear that I'll be using. It has 95% crit with this build, 654 sights. The Amity is 40% crit with Bestial Bond 1. And due to the fishing today, I'll be using H2O Brosidon Boy as my tower pets that I'll be using today, or Oceanus. Because of course this Bestial Bond gives us that extra tower shards and Arc Alchemy, which is going to be fantastic for us for today. So without further ado, I'm going to get to this fishing. This is what I'm using right now for the fishing right now. Using this for view distance. I don't really need this for view distance. I can go with Magic actually, so let me just do that. So just go here. So should have enough crit to take out stuff. Got the Concords for the luck. So here we go. Let me just save this real quick to the fishing one. As you can see here, I haven't really used a lot of Heretic spells, save spells in here. Especially a Heretic Aura. I think I'm more on base Heretic. But we're going to get our fishing started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's fish. So while I'm fishing, I'm gonna do, or while I'm the bot. All right. Geez, I can't even talk. I'm just gonna click enter a whole bunch of times to post all the stuff. There we go, I forgot that one, and then one more spots. Alright, that should be good. And let me lower the volume down. A little too loud for me. But yes, I'm looking forward to doing some towers. I did a little bit of testing the first day, or the first day and a little bit of the second day for Heretic with the whole Aura Vistaga with the sigils. But I was using kind of glass cannon build, as I was gonna be a little bit risky with it, so making a tankier build. Currently working on the Fey Mage's Battle Robe to help me get some more tanky stats, because it's going to have more defense and it's going to give me some magic. Not very high in resistance, but that's okay. And the main problem that I would be worrying about in towers will be, of course, the Immortals, the Harpies, the Ronin. Those would be some of the dangerous ones that can hit me pretty hard with physical attacks. Things that are going to be with the magic attacks. I have my Heretic passive, which is I don't care about your magic spells. I'm a mage myself, so I do what I want and I can be resisted or immune to it, which is cool. So definitely relying on that for some certain fights when I am doing that. So far, I like Heretic so far. Sun and June. I was doing lots of Anguish runs yesterday with Heretic. I was doing a mix between Chain Shield and Quat Vanga and a little bit of the Trevelyan Archstaff and the Swan Song. So trying out different stuff. Definitely the safest one is definitely going with Chain Shield with Corvus, so I can use the Beastfeld Garb and have a whole bunch of decks for extra hit rate and Mystic Feather to help me out in some sticky situations. But overall, I'm enjoying it right now. I think it's pretty strong. I was doing some raids as well, balancing with Pollen with some Kingdom members. Who knows, some of them may be joining on the voice chat soon. And like I was using the Greater Meditation with the Gods of Ru with the Mimic Pet. So I just Sinatra'd Gods of Ru and then just started blasting with the good old Ultima, and I was doing like 3 million per hits or mid 3 million per hits while I'm being at full magic. So I'm like, yeah, this is nice. I'm enjoying the magic powers of the true Mage of Orna, as I like to call it, the Heretic. Or actually, that idea was actually given to me by the quest line man himself, Mr. Kong. So I am looking forward to that. Seeing, especially when I do some Endless next month and do some more dungeons with people. I'm really excited for the Endless. I'm going to see if I can maybe get higher up there on the leaderboard for that at the end of the month. You know, looking at it, looking over there right now at the pins. Currently, the highest is 1,000 or 1105. Hello there, WR. Oi to you too. And I know definitely Zipper and Zahir or Zahar are definitely very powerful heretics. Now, technically Zipper was using Spike Shield, which I'm probably not going to do. I was joking around with some heretics in the past about potentially trying out maybe just copying and pasting my stasis build and using the Nolan staff instead of the Fail Knots, or going with Corvus and then using the Fail Knots with stasis. But then I need to have a strong enough spell that would have high penetration in order for me to take out stuff, or I'd have to do like class swapping, like go to Heretic Aura, then go back to Corvus, then Heretic Aura, then Corvus. So I'm still cooking on what I'm going to do for Endless. You know, it's probably going to be with Corvus would be my best, would be my so far educated guess right now. Hello there, Benya. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Because Corvus does have the critical poise, so, you know, when you crits, you have a chance for your crit buffs to last longer as you're continuously critting. So I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff using special consumables, you know, changing out different pets, maybe changing out the gear to try and get a lot of temporary buffs to allow me to have that extra tankiness right there to help out. So I'm excited to see how Endless is going to be. Because there is a lot of potential with the new flask system. Now I do think I probably won't use the mana seep flask, or the sipping on your mana flask, as I'm going to call it, or I'm calling it right now. Just because it gives you too much mana back when you have a lot of ascension levels. So, you know, one of those suffering some success things. Now, of course, I can always, you know, use like a Fallen Sky Leggings to help maybe cost more mana for it, but I think it's just going to be so much easier just using like 2 or 3 or 2 to 4 Mountainous Acorns, so I can just casually just be low mana, and I can always just occasionally use Blood Lost Flask if I'm ever getting too high mana as well. But, you know, I'd rather use the Blood Ray Flask or the Mana Ray Flask for the flash charges for certain berserks that are going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to be testing to see how far I can go without a gear stance, and I'll most likely be using the Gator Thrud stance instead of Gator Sinatra, because it definitely doesn't reduce your defense by a lot. It still reduces your defense and resistance and gives you attack and magic, but I think it's better than having the large percent that is taken away with the other stuff. What's up, Benya? Well, that's part of my goal is the change to a different class each month. And technically some of the classes I changed earlier, so I swapped a little bit earlier to Heretic. Just so I can learn about each class, you know, make videos, do streams about each class, kind of give my thoughts about it. Because, like, you know, it's getting kind of boring, to be honest, just doing everything as Realm Shifter. In the past, I used to, you know, use different classes for different things. One of my friends like, why don't you just use Realm Shifter for everything to challenge yourself? I was like, sure, I did that, and I was like, okay, everything's kind of easy now as Realm Shifter for everything. So I decided to challenge myself to try and play different classes, you know, make new builds, you know, for the bragging rights, of course, getting onto the leaderboards, as well, you know. So that's another reason why I decided to go to each class, just because I knew that certain classes would get me farther in Endless than Realm Shifter. Especially, you know, the two outliers being Deity and the good old Summoner itself. Want to get the fish? Nice. Getting a phone call right now, so let me take care of that real quick. Alright, I'm back. But yep, right now we are just fishing right now. And it's helpful too because like taking a break from Realm Shifter allowed me to take and work on gaining other materials to help me out as well for Realm Shifter in the future, because technically Realm War is one of my lowest materials that I have. When I did my Heart of Change from Summoner and I put the Ascension levels back into Summoner and I looked at it, Realm War was my lowest material. So, you know, the fact that I'm gonna need it in the future, because one of my main goals, if you will look at my look at the thing, well, here I've accomplished one of these goals already. So if you look at my Twitch, it says under the going live notification, it says H Farmer Kevin is gaming and chatting about Orna and other cool things. 3 goals are exclamation points. Regional number 1. I always keep on raising it as I get there. So 1700 plus Florida Endless. I've gotten that. So now it's an early line break right there. Very rude. And then it is 200 Ascension levels. So I've already accomplished goal number 2. Which is getting to, like, you know, technically one of the goals was to get to the Godforged badge for Endless. That was something I really wanted. Wow. My goodness. Jeez, those fish are being feisty right now. Man, that wasn't even a whole cast right there. Jeez, Pete's the fish or whatever I tried to hook up was not having it. My goodness. There we go. Updated that. So now I just have 2 goals because I completed the other one. Regional number 1 and getting 200 Ascension levels. So pretty much whenever at the end of April, so, or at the end of May, not April, May. At the end of May, I will Heart of Change away from Heretic and go back to my main class, which is Realm Shifter. And then my goal will be to start working on Ascension levels. Hello there, Mr. Ham. Yes, the fish. Because I need the Realm War, as you mentioned when you were looking in the Great Hall. Hope you're doing well, Ham. Man, these lines are breaking. This is like the 4th or 5th line that I've gone through. That's crazy. I had one line that didn't even get 1 fish and it broke. And this is why I don't use the Starvigan fishing lines. Like, I very well could, maybe if I was on a time crunch, because I think they're the fastest line for fish. Not guaranteed fastest line, but, like, you know, supposed to be the strongest line. But right now I'm just chilling and stuff. Just using the perfect fishing line. I could use the mighty ones, but the perfect ones give you a little bit higher. Done. So it's Rekid. Rekid is number 1. He's currently 2 to 3 global positions higher than me. He's also a heretic, believe it or not. I think we're roughly around the same ascension levels, or he's like 1 higher than me or so. He's done lots of quests. Lots and lots of quests over the years. And he has more players and territories, so those are stats that matter as well towards it. Because I haven't beaten dungeons, you know. I can say that proudly. I haven't beaten the sheer number of dungeons being done because, you know, I'm a farmer. But because he's got so many quests and players defeated, or, you know, territories, all that stuff that factors in, that's why he's above me. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be a long-term goal, and he knows that I'm out to get him because, you know, I put it in my titles going for regional number 1. Yeah. Yes, I mean, he travels a lot. I don't know where he's originally located at, but, you know, I've heard stories and talking to other people that he's traveled around the Gulf Coast, or, you know, the lower part of the United States by the Gulf of Mexico for a while. So, I mean, he's definitely a very challenge. He's a good opponent to have, you know. Because I'd say, like, you know, over my 5 years, for at least like 1 or 2 years, I've always been in the, for the last few years, I've been in the top of my region. I wasn't always in the top for my, for the global. I'd have to see, like, when I posted that I made it to the top 100s. But, you know, over time, I've been steadily climbing up. That isn't necessarily my ultimate goal, is to climb up into like the top 10 or top 20 in the global, because that's a lot of work to do. Like in the past, like, you know, a couple of years ago me or so, or like, you know, two years ago me or something like that, would definitely be down for that. But, you know, that doesn't really yield for a very balanced life in order to go for that regional number 1. Like, you know, I'd have to invest hours into the, like, I'd have to play the game differently. So I wouldn't be playing necessarily to have fun, and fun in quotation marks. I'd be playing for, like, you know, stats or numbers kind of thing. And right now I mainly care about, you know, having fun and playing with other people and teaching people. Phone call again, so muting once more. Alright, there we go. I'm back. So yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot differently. It's a lot, like, you know, playing the, as I've been playing the game differently, or as I've been playing games differently, I've been evolving or growing and expanding and stuff. Like, sure, I would love to take and, you know, be number 1 in my region right now, but in order to do that, I'd probably have to do a lot of dungeons every day. I have to do a lot of lots of Coliseums every day, because I think Coliseum players' kills counts towards that. Like, you know, I'd pretty much have to treat Orna like, not like a part-time job, but like a full-time job. And seeing how I'm working, or will be working in the very near future, a full-time job. Doing 2 full-time jobs is definitely a recipe for burnout right there. And that's what I'm definitely trying to avoid, is to get burnout. I definitely don't want to get burnout, because I really love this game. You know, next month, or, you know, very soon, I'll be going to PAX East, so I'll get the chance to meet some new people, some other people that I met before, so I get to see Purely and Coven again, maybe get to see Kong and Knight 411, get to see some other people, and then later on towards the end of the month, I'll be going up north again to go to an Orna meetup in Virginia, where I get to meet the lady that was on the voice chat a couple days ago on stream, our fair lady, or lady in general is her handle, and get to meet a lot of other people too. So it's like, yeah, I could very well do that. Like, you know, if I'm like very goal driven with ascension levels, you know, I can do like a whole bunch of refineries. Part of me is considering going with refineries. I might make it to a poll where people think that I should do my refineries or not, just because I have so many of them. Because for me, I'm more of like an all or nothing. It's really hard for me to go like somewhere in the middle between all or nothing and to be in the middle of part of it. So that's why it's like I just like dropped the refineries. If I was doing refineries, you know, for the last couple of months, because I haven't done refineries in the last couple of months, I probably would be a lot higher ascension level right now. I'm not gonna lie, because refineries are very powerful. But you know, I have like mixed feelings about refineries. I know the value of refineries and how powerful they are, but it feels like it's like, you know, it's a different way to play the game. Like there are definitely people out there, and you've seen them on the leaderboards. You know, people that have 200 plus ascension levels, or you know, just a large amount of ascension levels in a short amount of time. And some people, the way that they do that is through refineries or memory hunts or towers. You know, there's ways to get large amounts of materials. And for me, it's like I much rather do towers and memories. Like my order ranking would be towers, memories, and then refineries for the RNG way of getting materials. If I had, for my own personal preference, if I wanted to go after getting more materials. And I'd much rather do towers, because at least towers gives me a it gives me something that I can do on stream that's can be somewhat exciting, especially during the 2 Disguise events or my quote-unquote Towerathon that I'll be doing, where I'll be doing a lot of towers, trying to push the limits to see how much tower shards I can get and challenge myself. So I'm looking forward to see what I can do with towers, even though I've already accomplished a lot of things already in towers that I wanted to do already. Like I bought in everything that I could or majority of stuff I can possibly buy, besides a couple of tier 9 weapons. So I could definitely buy them this time, but it's like I can also use the materials to buy other stuff that can help me out in the game. Like, you know, if there's a memory hunt event and I'm running low on memories, and I can use tower shards to buy memories, or if for some reason I ever run out of scrolls, then I can spend tower shards on buying scrolls, or I can buy a heart of change, or I can buy materials. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get with tower shards. That's why I like tower shards, even though technically memories would probably be like the #1 overall if you have enough of them. If you don't have memories, then of course you can't really do a lot of memories in order to get materials, because especially with this event going on right now with the Emerald Restoration, where you get the memory bonus too, and then if you have, you know, the Elysian Wisp or the Wolpertingle Pet, and then you have your 200% reward amenities as Oracle with Beowulf, or if you're cool enough and you have a Bestial Bond 1 with 100% memory, so you can do your main class, you know, good for you. I'm jealous and happy for you at the same time if you do have one of those amenities. I would love to get one of them, so then I can just go with whatever class I'm playing and just form memories faster. But you know, still I have a couple ascension levels in Beowulf for that reason too, so you can do that. But it's like you just get so much raw materials through doing memories. It's just crazy. But like refiners are kind of like the quote-unquote like passive income kind of thing, where you just have to do a little bit of investments over time and you get a whole bunch in the long run. I was telling some people a couple days ago or yesterday, like I did a video where I did like a part on my stream where it's like for the whole month I filled up 50-ish refineries throughout the whole month, and I used only blue or purple materials, so only the best of the best. And for the whole month, like I got like 2,500 to 3,000 of all the rare materials. I didn't do the whole list because that would have been a very long or very large list of materials, all that I got. But you know, all the rare ones, like, you know, Solarite, Balorites, Alvonor, Cursed Ordinite, Realm War, stuff like that, I got a whole bunch of it. So refiners are definitely worth it if you're willing to put in the time and be consistent with it, or just, you know, passively, you know, do them. But it's like, for me, it's like I just don't like having to be doing it 2 times a day. Like, it's like a chore to me. It's like, okay, it's time to do your refineries, honey. You know, because I have so many, it's not just like I just snap my fingers and they're done. It takes like, you know, 5, 10, 15 minutes depending on how fast I can tap or click. I definitely noticed from doing it over the years, it's definitely faster to tap than to click. What's up, Benya? Almost 26k shards from one tower. Very nice, Benya. Pretty solid indeed. Well, for me, it's like majority of my refineries that I have are ones that I built in the distance, and then I pulled them, manually dragged them back with me. I didn't take and move my origin town every 3 days to take and do that. So, you know, I built mine up rapidly over time. Like, pretty much all my neighborhood around like a 10-minute radius or so, I have like all the refineries built in that area in order to do that. That is pretty solid indeed, Benya. As soon as we're done with the fishing, we get right into the towers. So I'm hoping that we get some good tower floor rewards. Because that's why I always put towers second, or towers first, because with towers you can get summoning scrolls, dual monomics, you know, tower keys if you need those, and other stuff. But the only downside with that Saturn June is if you are dragging them, is that they won't follow you if you were to move. Like if you plan on living there for a long amount of time, then drag as many as you want. But when you do the move every 3 days, you know, build one, move your town on top of that one, then go back to the other place, build one over there, then move it back on top of it. Those will follow you around. So it just depends. Like, you know, if you're traveling a lot and you don't have family or friends to help you out by having a way vessel near where you live at that you can get your refineries, then you won't have access to them if you're going out. Come on, fish, come to me, the Ballard Muscali. Sniped you right from your turn. Oh, nice, a snapper. I'll take that. Because, like, what I would do is, it's 200k shards for your first class, and then it goes up 5,000 shards for each other class that you buy. So it starts out at 2,000, and then at the end it goes up to 25,000 converted. So, or 250,000 for the unconverted version. So that's why you got to be wise with your choices, because it gets more expensive for every class that you buy. So, you know, we talked a little bit earlier. You know, I recommend, you know, for a lot of people, depending on what you focus on, you know, the class that can do dungeons or endless the best is normally the ones that people will focus on, or that gives them the ability in order to do AoE content or, you know, farm dungeons better. That's normally the best one. Some classes can, some Celestial Tower classes can do multiple. Kind of like you know, with Benya being a realm shifter, his question was Corvus or Dorado, and I told him, well, if you wanted to get better in endless and you want to be able to do some dungeons, you can do Corvus, and then if you want to do like PvP or do a little bit safer for towers, then you can go with Dorado. Now, you know, of course, both of them can also do the vice versa things. Because technically you can do Dorado with Endless. It's definitely not going to be easy. It's fun whenever I did it, and it's going to be even funner when I do it again, when I have more Ascension levels. And maybe some new gear, who knows, what I'll be using for that. What don't you like, Benya? Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that a lot of people can attest to this. Like normally your first tower class takes you a long time to get it, or just like when you're first doing towers in general, it could feel like forever to get your first class. But over time, as you get more comfortable with towers, you unlock more classes, more weapons, upgrade your gear and stuff. Like, you know, you can just start walking through towers pretty easily, or you'll get more comfortable or get more experience with it over time. Because it's like, for me, it's like before, like when I was Realm Shifter or whenever I had other classes, I do my 5 daily towers every day. I wouldn't full clear them all and spend, you know, like 30 to 45 minutes on each one of them, because that would take a long amount of time to do. I would just speed run them just because I want the materials, because I already got everything I needed with the tower shards. But for people that do need more tower shards, then they'd do like the half things, where it's like half speed clear, and then the other second half, you know, kind of pick and choose what guardians that you want to take and you want to clear out, to try and min-max your overall total tower shards, depending on the time that you have to play for the game. Oh, hey, look, a monster tomb. And it's a carp. Hey there, Kev Dog. How you doing today, man? Well, best of luck with your exams, Saturn, and I appreciate the luck for the towers. Take care, buddy. Peace. Alright. Good to hear, buddy. I've had lots of people tell me that. A lot of people recommended that, to do that, Benya, like to do like a channel, do like an account review or guidance for channel points, and that's something I would be interested in doing. Yeah, that's what you mean. I don't know. I'm just kind of reading between the lines, kind of with the words that you're saying. Or like, you know, maybe do something with like Patreon or some other stuff eventually. Yeah, a lot of people have a good amount. It would definitely be a large amount in order to do that. In order to do like an account review, because I wouldn't be able to do a whole bunch of them. Um, and like it would just be like it would be something that I would be like, it's something that I've always interested in doing because I do like teaching and informing people about the game and, you know, helping people improve and stuff. I've helped a lot of people, or I've taught people a lot of different stuff over the years in playing the game. Rather it be simple stuff as the class swapping to get more dungeons with the Fusins class, as more intricate as, like, you know, giving people pointers on what to do for endless, or actually like going through with somebody in endless, like being on their shoulder kind of thing. Very nice, Benya, getting that. And like some people were viewers, or some people were friends, or some people were kingdom members that I've done this stuff, so it wasn't just only for one category of people that I've done this for. I'm looking forward to get some Realm War and Towers as well. Very soon. Oh, okay, okay. I see you, fishing line. I'm just gonna keep on going. I don't got that much time. I got an hour and 14 minutes to get the remaining amount of my fish. Type in a message. There we go. I got it. Yes, give me the sea bass, please. And thank you. I'm done with Grand Summoner game. You can take your Grand Summoner robe, and I'm gonna give it back to you, but I'm gonna dismantle it first, so you can give it to somebody else. I'll take my Greater Souls from it. Nope, that's a little too far, but cast, that works right there. Yep, perfect. Nice snapper.
Here's your fork.
Thank you. This. There we go. More sea bass. Thank you. I'll take it. Zappy zap or fire lightning zap. So I did some rough math. Roughly, I'll be able to get close to 3,000 realm ore between today and tomorrow's fishing, or today tonight and then tomorrow night's fishing, or today, tomorrow morning, or tonight and tomorrow morning, or slash evening and stuff. You know how it's weirdly breaks up because of the 0 UTC stuff. So then I'll roughly need about 5,000 or low 5,000 or mid 5,000 total, and then on the 11th is when they're gonna have, or the 10th, I think it's either the 10th or 11th is when it's gonna show up again in Anguish Shop. So then I'd roughly need to get about 5,000 proofs of Anguish for that, so maybe a little bit less. So if we get a couple hundred a day, you know, maybe a little bit more for other days, then that's gonna help out. So I'll definitely be interested in doing some English runs. Probably not tomorrow, because I'll mainly be focusing on doing the towers during the Towerathon. But, you know, potentially, it all depends. I don't have too many towers around me this week. I have 3 of them that are near me. But of course, I can always go travel to get some more. But I'm kind of like, because I used to be really into farming a whole bunch of towers during the 2 Disguise events. I haven't even queued up my towers yet for today because I wanted to make sure they were available for the stream tomorrow when they're on the resets, and I had more time to do them for tonight and tomorrow before they resets. So I might pick up the other ones. I have 2 Themis and 1 Eos around, so 3 towers total. Eos is going to be 50 tomorrow. Hello there, Aaron. You're a kingdom mate. Okay, okay. I'm doing well, or I'm doing better. Then we got some kingdom representation in the stream, so that's cool. Well, I mean, technically we do with Benya as well. He's part of one of our kingdom factions as well. Which one are you part of, Aaron? Which faction are you part of? Oh, one of the newer members, PC Gnome. Okay, okay, cool. Okay, so you're part of the Lightning faction. Nice. Well, I mean, of course, if you have any questions, PC Gnome, you can take and ask away. Part of the Jotunheim. Well, I knew you were part of the Jotunheim network if you're part of which one, but I didn't know which one of the kingdoms you were part of under the Jotunheim network overall. Right now I'm just trying to get my fishing quota in, and I'm going to do some towers. So this would be my... I've only done the one or not even a whole tower yet as Heretic so far. Oh, there we go. Balor Muscly. It's a tiny one, but we'll take it because that's a good amount of coral right there. Thank you, game. Probably after I take and finish this fishing, I'll probably take a quick break because I got delivered some Mediterranean food, or Greek food from my family member. So I'll be they can eat my dinner, and when I'm back, then I'll be doing some towers. So that's overall the goal right now, or how it's going to be lined out at the moment. Come on, fish. Nope, that's not a fish. Well, technically it is a fish, but it's not the fish that I want to see. That's a big carp right there. 26.9. Jeez. Come on, there we go. Nice and lined up well. Let's see what we can get. Oh, close. Almost got the fish. I was answering a question on the Discord server, or a different Discord server. Great monster remains, very nice. Oh, that's a small fish right there. No, can I trade it in for a different fish, please, game? There we go, that's a better fish. Nice, another great monster remains. I'll take it. Come on. This one should be good right here. Nice. I would think that I'm in the 400s right now. I didn't really get an accurate amount on what it is. I thought it was in the 340s. That's why I said 300-ish. So whenever I sell this next stack of fish, probably after in the near future. Don't want to say it because it's going to happen if I say it. And then we'll see. Come on, we need some more fish. Yes, more snappers. There we go. Alright, so that one broke. Let's see, how many fish have I fished? That's right, I have my took off my view distance weapons, so I need, wait a minute. There we go. Now let's see the view distance. There we go. Now we can check it. Sell 45. 90. 135. 174. So I'm gonna guess I'm like in the mid 400s right now. There we go, mid 400-ish. So we're close. The way that I know that I'm capped on fishing is that I will start only getting items or battles, and I normally go up to like 5 or 10. If I have 5 or 10 in a row, then I know something that I've already hit my cap. But I'm gonna go battle this. Nope. Can't shuffle, but that's alright. I did my gauntlets. How much time left? 3 minutes left. You know what? I'll pop another 1000 XP lucky coin, lucky silver coin. And we're gonna go back to the fishing once again. on the farm again, hanging out with my friends. I just tried to have my view distance set on. No! Can't damage this one because I forgot to change the spells from the other one. You win this time, Berserk Finfolk, but I'll be back. Yeah, I'm just going to flee from these battles right now. I wish I could change my gear mid-fishing. It would help out, because I'm missing my great fishing hat. But, I don't want to take in... have the fishing line. I don't want to break the fishing line. It's not good luck. Not good luck at all. Alright, so that's 3 right there. So technically we could be done with the fish, though. Nope. It's not, because there's a snapper right there. And a bias. Well, that's 2 battles right there. Boop, boop. Oh, there's another one. Counting the things that aren't fish. That's 3 right there. Alright, that's 4. I'm gonna go to 10 just to be safe, just to be certain. Oh, that's another one. 6. 7. Eight. 2 more chances to get a fish. If not, then I will cancel my line. 9. 1 more. Alright, yep, that confirms it. I have fished, or, I mean, maybe not confirmed, but I'm pretty certain that, yeah, I've gotten my daily allotment of fish for today. So what I'll do is we're gonna take like a 10. That's a lot, Kev Dog, right there. That is crazy. The person that Kev Dog is talking about, if you look at the leaderboard, is this person right here. Hey, they're just doing DD things, man. They're doing just DD things, Kev Dog. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it looks legit on the front because it says 4 years playtime. You know, they just play a lot. That's all that I'm getting from this is that they just play a lot. 79,000 dungeons completed, 39 or 32k quests completed. Almost 3 million monsters and bosses slain. So that's just a lot. It's just a lot. But like I said, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go get some food. So I will see y'all in about 10 to 15 minutes. So take care. Alrighty, folks, I am back. So now it's time to do some towers. I'm going to pick them up right now so they can start going on cooldown as we speak. So I can have 23 hours to do them. Eos. Prometheus. Themis. Selene. And then Oceanus. So there's the 5 towers. Alright, there we go. So we still have 33 minutes left of the 2 disguise spots, so who knows, I might be able to get one whole tower done by the time that happens. We're going to find out. Whoever picks the first tower to do, that's what we're going to do out of these 5 towers. So whoever's first quick with the typing, pick a tower, any tower. Come on, folks. You know I can see you over there. There's people live. Just pick a tower. Let me take a look at the tower stats right now for this week. So then I'll pick out one. So let's see. The order goes Eos, Prometheus, Selene, Themis, and Oceanus. So you know what? We're just going to go with the top one then. So I'm going to go speed run method for this one. For the first half. Alright, one more should do it here. Nice, I got a proof of English from that one. A lightning stone. Okay. With this one, I'm definitely gonna go with the sigil. Come on. And the Aura Vestaga there, taking it out, because those Pegasus are tanky boys and girls. Oh, nice. These are a nice, refreshing one right here for the Anubis. I can just go Aura Vestaga, then this one, and then this one again. So there we go. Almost got a whole 2 flasks charged up from that one. 2 tower chest. I'm a sucker for tower chests. Where I do enjoy my tower chest a lot. Water, immune, and crits. Ooh, nice. We got the crits. So with the crits, I could probably just go like this now and be more tankier. With this one, I'm probably going to go again with the Sigil Stormblast with this. Just because they're beefy boys and girls here. Luckily, I can take those out pretty reliably without that much of a care in the world. Same with this one. Part of me wants to decide if I want to try and test my faiths during this or not. You know what? I'm just gonna use the second flask right now. Because broken statue, Silphium, all that good stuff. This one I will just take and spam this to rebuild some flasks because I know they can't hurt me. You have no power here. Ooh, 27 Solarites. Alright, there we go. She needs to use 1 ward flask infusion per turn. Let's see, we're going to ward flash infusion again with these extra turns I got. So I'm back up, and then the pet said, "Get out of my sights," and bopped him to take him out. I always like going for the Proofs of Anguish chances, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to take out these Meliodas right here. We're definitely going to not risk it here because they are beefy boys and girls. This will be easy to build back flask this way, and then ward flash infusion. There we go, easy peasy. I am not going to pass up on these worms. I should have took out the worms earlier. Just because the worms do give sandstone, and it's always good to have a good stock of sandstone. You never know where you're going to need it. I've seen countless people that run out of sandstone. That's why I always try and take them out. Plus, you know, they give keys too. Even though I'm not really down bad per se for keys, you know, it's always good to have it. With this one, we're just going to go with the Aura Vestaga. Or Aura Vesta 3, because that's a pretty strong hitting move right there. If I get some magic buffs, that'd be fantastic, but actually I have magic 1, so that's good. Yeah, this can also be a good alternative. Actually, let me cook a little bit. No. I was going to use Aura Vesta 2, but then again, it's just like the Aura Vesta 3 where it has the chance to hit up to 2 targets. It's not guaranteed per se. So I'm like, nah. Ooh, 2 tower chests here, and we got some more horsies. Not horsies. Well, technically we do, I suppose. I was looking at the Kelpie. But we have this right here. So that can be super effective versus that, because it's got the fire. Ooh, there's my 11 realm war. I will take it. Looks like EOS is also pretty generous on the tower chest so far, so that's great. Foresight 1, great to see that. Never know where you're going to need some more tower keys as well. Ara Vestaga. If I get temporary magic 2, I can probably start doing some good stuff. But for now, I'm just going to take the easy way and just take out the small mobs. Wait a minute, what's in here? Puzzle key, okay. I'm just going to go for this. Wow, all the miss. But I have the deific channel now, so now I can just hit you all and not have to worry one bit about getting hurt. Now, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I will start in the 20s to full clear. But I'm not. Just gonna chill, go a little bit higher. If there are like 1 or 2 shot mobs, then I'll be like, sure. This one, for example, 100% gonna be a Chisel Stormblast into the Ara Vestaga here. Do the big damages. I'm probably gonna do it here as well, and I'm gonna use the ward flask thing for the Lover's Lost right here, so I can recover a good amount. Ward flash infusion. Bam! It's like I never lost my ward in the first spot, or never not my ward, my flash charges. You know what? I'm just gonna go here because you can give me a chance at a proof of anguish, unlike the bear who cannot. So I'll clear out both of these. Actually, first off, let me get this tower chest. Unfortunately, it wasn't what I was looking for, but it's alright. Should be powerful enough to use the Ara Vestaga to take out those two. Pretty good. So now we're at the part, folks, where we're going to do some full clearing. Not all the mini guardians I'm going to be full clearing, just mainly, or the stragglers, just mainly the guardians I'll be full clearing from here on up. Foresight 2, okay, that's pretty good. I have enough damn tower keys that I probably don't really need to take and do the puzzles from now on, really. If they're difficult puzzles. If they're easy ones, then of course I'm going to take and work on that. Nice, nice. Cursed Ordnite. Oh, 100% I am. Greater Souls are nice, nice. You know what? I'm just going to use the key here. I should be tanky enough to tank these hits pretty easy peasy. Nice, thank you, Pet, for taking that out. S, S, L, C, N, W. This is easy Aura Vestaga. Right there. This one I'm probably just going to do a whole bunch of Aura Vestas right here, just because they don't really pose to me much of a threat. And I wanted to save up some more flasks for the more important ones like this one right here. That should be good enough charged up. It's not completely charged up, but you know, it's like past the halfway mark, so it's going to be good. You know what? I am going to take and do an Inflection Flask here. Just for safety. And you know, maybe I might order Ward Knight too. You know, I'm just feeling it casually. Because, you know, they kind of hurt. They kind of hurt a little bit. I don't like... They were calling me weird names and stuff. Wasn't very chill. We'll take and go here, and we'll take and 100% Warden Fusion Flask there, and then take them out with an Aura Vesta tree. Souls, that's good. But I'd like Greater Souls instead. This time I'm just, because I have the flasks, I'm just going to go with the Aura Vestaga here. And if there are any stragglers, then I was going to take and use the Warden Fusion Flask with the extra turns from the parting remarks. Hold up. Alright, there we go. I should be able to Aura Vestaga here. Aura Vestaga again. Word Flask Infusion, and then Aura Vesta 3 right there. So, wonderful combo right there. Not going to fall. You know what? I am going to fall for the trap for the Pegasus because, you know, that's Nightstone and Twilight Stone. So, you know what? I'll take Yellen. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think my piece of gear might be ready out of the blacksmith, but I'm just going to wait till the end of this tower, just because I do only have 17 minutes left in order to get the rest of these buffs before they go away. So we're just going to keep on rocking and rolling. Doing pretty well. Currently at almost 16,000. At the moment. Ooh, titanium. I am kind of low on titanium. Adamantine, always will take that. Always. I mean, I'm definitely going fast, Benya. I could probably be going faster if I wasn't playing on the computer. honestly, just because it's faster click, especially if I was just playing it on my phone, where, you know, it's a smaller screen. You can do this. You can definitely with the Gandering. It will definitely speed up your runs over time once you get the crit adornments for the Gandering. Do you have enough of the Ferocious Bullseyes in order to fully stock up your Gandering, Benya? To get your crit rate with them. Need 3 more. $34 greater souls. Okay, okay. Nice, nice. And I'll take you out just because easy. I got the keys, so I'm just going to spend the keys just to save time for now. Alright, take care, Benya. Good night, man. Bye-bye. Peace. $25K. Pretty good right now. Sandstone, okay, okay, thank you. So I'm missing that temporary magic buff. Very bad right now. I really want it. But the game is being stubborn and not giving it to me. I don't like that. I don't like it one bit, folks. They know that if I had the magic too, it'll be over. Or Jover. Nice, nice, nice. Broken statue, pretty good, pretty good. We'll take it, we'll take it. $39 steel, okay, okay. Need for steel. Okay, maybe this could be my magic buff. Nope, but it is the next best thing to a magic buff, which is temporary all. That is also quite important, I must say. Even though it literally just went away, it's like, nope, psych, I'm going away. Ice stone, cool. Alright, titanium 30, nice, nice. Holy, okay, okay, they're stalling, they're just trying to stall for time. Come on, there we go, one more. Close enough. Oh, 100%, I'm not going to risk this at all. This one, I feel comfortable with using Aura Vastaga, and then going with this, and then another one. Same thing here. Actually, let me just go like that. And still charge it up. Ooh, 35 solarite, very nice. Man, they are ninjas, alright. Like, no, we don't want to get hit. We refuse. I'm like, okay, well, then I'll just try and keep on hitting you. Alright, so 40, ooh, nice, 41 Avenor, alright, alright, alright. Alright, so here's where I have to go with the spells now. Let me just do this right now. And I'm gonna save this for raid, Ultima raiding. So I'm gonna save that. I'm still probably gonna go in with this one. I'm gonna try and use the sigils to see if that's gonna help me out here. I don't have any magic buffs, but I'll make it work. Come on. Come on, game. I guess I have to put a couple more buffs in here to make myself more powerful. You know what? I'm just going to restart the game right now. Psych. Got it to work. Let's see, what is it? Week 2, fire and holy, so I can just use this right now. Oh no, it's weak to dark. Okay, so that's not going to work. This should help out a little bit with the damage. I'm just going to do a mana sleep flask. I don't have to worry about mana at all right now. Hooey, there we go. That damage jumped up a lot there. Alright. Pretty good first tower. 20 Anguish with the 2 Disguise buff was roughly about 48k. Yeah, 48k, 48.6k. That's pretty good overall. So let me do this. Raid tower. We're going to go with Mimic Mischief, Sinatra, Golems, Fortitude, what else? What else would I need potentially? I think that might be it. Oh no. We'll do that. So we'll save this to there we go. So we saved it. So there we go. We got a couple more spells now to help us out for that. Well, it's almost time. Gonna lose our beloved Emerald Restoration buff. Thank you, Emerald Restoration buff, for your service, for this extra shards that you give us. Now I'm going to check the monument shop and see what's in there. For now, you got the Matcha Veil, nice. I don't need any Manton anymore, but I appreciate a game for putting it in the felling when I don't need it. I'll probably buy this another time, the Mage's Veil, to get some materials from that, the Greater Soul and Avalon Ore. So now we're going to take in, use the hammers. I always use 2 hammers when I'm trying to take and rush to do things, but unfortunately I'm running low on hammers, so, you know, I need them to, you know, give me some hammers when I'm doing some dungeons in the future. It would be a great game. Alright, cool. Perfect. The other ones have 32 minutes left, and then I can get those level 9 today. And then tomorrow, whenever I wake up, I'll get them to level 10. I'll get that when the level 8 as well. If the Mage's Battle Robe is going to come in clutch once I get it upgraded, I think it's a pretty good quality one. I didn't appraise it when I had it, but, you know, I believe. This is just some other cool stuff that I'm working on for the other stuff, or just to have some other cool stuff upgraded. Just checking some stuff. Alright, cool. I told myself I was gonna take and readorn my quick cast staff, so I might just be stubborn and just buy another one. But I don't have a 200. No, actually I do. I have the crystals already converted right now. Actually, I bought those 5 tower plates, so don't look at those right there. Maybe that's for the future in case they happen to raise it higher. Because what I would want to do is technically I do have a Sky Shard quarterstaff. No, technically I can't. I may have a Sky Shard staff potentially in my storage I can maybe use. I was gonna just make another celestial staff. Jeez. But I might just try and use the tier 9 staff and cook a little bit with that. This one right here, yeah. But I'm just gonna cook with this one for now, just so I don't have to be just so I can be lazy. We're gonna go here. We're gonna say attach augments. Looks like I need to get the adornments out of storage, so that's going to take a little bit of time to get there. There we go. I need these right here. Actually, I need all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, I think. Because you want to have broken and poor for your magic weapons, so it doesn't take away a lot of resistance, even though, you know, because I'm a mage, I can do what I want. See, it's minus 60 to 70-ish resistance for the broken, and then minus 80s for that one. I'm just going to use the poor in here for now. I'm going to save the broken for the celestial, for the two-handed staff, and I'll readorn that another time. So I'll use the 3 poor here, and then I'll use the higher broken ones here. So that's 71. And that's 70. Then go here. So I'm going to lose a whole 300 magic right here. And 12 crit rate. Now, this is the one that I do have. Technically, I don't have it because I dismantled it. I was going to maybe use like a common Arisen Morgan scroll because it has a higher percent, but I'm just going to use this for now. But now the crit rate is out of whack with this one. So I can technically fix that with the accessories if I really wanted to. Well, first off, let me take and go here, and then I'll put this on there, so we can have the original crit rate before the crit rate buff was gone. So I need 12% crit rate, which can be done pretty easy peasy by just going with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna be lazy. Be lazy with this. Save this. Here we go. Our Vestaga scroll with T9 Wep. And then that should put me at the right crit rate, correct? 95%. Cool. So I'm going to try this out as well. We're going to see how it goes with this. I'm going to go with Prometheus next, because why not? It's one of my favorite ones anyway. It's right in line, actually. I'm not here to stay for a long time. I do notice the drop in damage with doing this. But I do like the increased flash charge rate. I do like that. So might have to reconsider the adornments and stuff. But still does enough to get the job done, which is the important part. We're going to do Ward Flash Infusion here. And then you're weak to Earth. I think I have the wrong spell. There we go. That has the Earthworm Infernal Mire. Ancient Stone, very nice, very nice. This might overall be the quicker way if I can get the crit rated changed and probably just use the Carl's Rings or Lincolnus Rings and Carl's Rings for just more overall magic power that I'm losing. Is what I am considering. I don't know, just overall lack of damage probably is going to make it work, but I just want to try it out anyway, because I can. Hello there, Vexy.
Oh, there, hello.
What's up?
I did a bad thing.
You did a bad thing. Oh, no.
Even Odie wished Goodine happy birthday.
It was funny, you heard me talk earlier. Like, I added Gouldine because he needed explained whatever he decided he was going to quit. He unfriended everybody. So I added him back, and he's like, hello? He's like, or like, he was like, question, he was like, what's up? Kind of thing. And, like, I was like, why did you unfriend me? He was like, I did that because of, you know, what I said earlier.
Yeah. He tried. Didn't work out. I mean, I've tried to quit like 6 times. Probably more by now.
So I've lost count. I've lost count so many times.
Yeah.
For you.
I can. No one keeps track anymore. I did have a 3-month stint, to my credit, where I did not play. I did. I did good. But, you know, it was just a break. A staycation.
I'm trying out different tower stuff.
I need to finish my tower. I'm just very lazy.
I did one when we still had the Emerald Restoration buff on 20 Anguish. It gave me 48k. So I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But I can do better.
That I got him a present.
I won't tell him. Stream, don't tell Gouldine that Vexy got a present for him.
I'm going to tell him that I have a present for him, and I'm going to send him a tiny little gif of a pixelated coffee cup. I'm going to make it as small as I can, like 4 pixels large. If I can, I'm going to try and just make it very small. And then I'm going to send it to him and say, you have to, use a magnifying tool in Paint to be able to see this thing. That's my plan.
In Paint.
Yeah. In Paint specifically, because it's so annoying. Because I don't know if he has a desktop, but I'll find out. He. I'm always looking for more ways to torture him. It's a wonder this guy still hangs out with me. He's like my new hyperlink.
Somebody had to fill the spot.
Yeah, because hyperlink retired. I just realized. Boudin is my hyperlink.
All coming
it's so
together now.
beautiful. Oh my god, I have to tell hyperlink right now that he's been replaced. He.
Maybe I'll get him to come back. It's like you've been replaced. Alright, yeah, no, I can't do that. I like the Aura of Astago better. The two-handed one is so much better. More power. Yeah. Maybe I'll try and jump up the Anguish if I get good buffs. But we'll see. I technically have two of them that I need, which is the defense buff and the Foresight 1 buff. But I would like to get the permanent defense buff and maybe some magic buffs because, you know, I'm a magic guy at the moment. Ooh, ancient stone, nice. Ooh, there we go. Temporary magic up 2. I didn't even get it once for the other tower. This might be it. I might just jump up to 25 right now, folks. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. The game won't stop freezing sometimes. It'd be great. Oh, my thingy that I ordered isn't going to be here till Thursday. Boo.
What thing?
The Game Boy thingy I was telling you about.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes. But I need to get some games for it too, so I might have people poll decide on which game I'm going to get first for it. And hopefully I can actually find the game that's not going to cost me at least too many arms and legs. Still going to cost an arm and a leg probably to get an old school game for what I need, but you know, it's worth it. There we go. I got it. Boop. Boop again. Boom, 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 boom. And we do it again. Sigil Stormflash. And Aura Staga. Let's see, are you weak to anything, buddy? You're weak to water. Ouch. You know what? Just because of that. Oh my goodness. You were supposed to die to that one. And you didn't. Oh, second chance. Save me, San Francisco. Thank you. Alright, well, Immortal Lords play for keeps, apparently. I learned that today. But luckily, as a mage that I am, I have magical powers to prevent myself from escaping death that I had to take and use for this moment, but it was worth it. Alright, so let's see. This one can go here. Layer. A little bit everywhere. Oh man, that thrustle hurt a lot. Ouch. Well. Oh well. On to the next one. I'll let you pick, Vexy. Which tower will I do next? Themis, Selene, or Oceanus?
So, if we were going off of Vexy logic, we would say none.
Of course, but... You have to pick one. T, S, or O.
I think you should go with Oceanus, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because in Global at present, you can no longer say the word Oceanus because of the last 4 letters of that name. It blanks it out.
Really?
So yes. So I believe that we should do it in honor of the profanity filter, which is kind of silly.
All right. Okay. And then we shall
Kind of
do
like
it.
cockatrice. You know how it blanks out cock and cockatrice, even though you're talking about the angry chicken?
I don't. I haven't had the luxury of experimenting with the new voice chat stuff. But now I know for future stuff. Let me see. Gauntlets.
People asking me about the French language like I actually know. I don't know French.
This Jaspy guy really needs to do his gauntlets. Alright, back to 20 Anguish I am. Oceanos. I choose you. Well, now I know I'm not tanky enough in order to take a direct hit from a, what you call it, Frustral on 25 Anguish. They hurt a lot, apparently. I didn't have the thingy bobber to help protect me against the ice attack that it did. Boom. Gotta take out the Carmens. Ooh, nice. 29 ballot rights. I'll take that. Let's see, we're gonna go for the easy one over here with the skull. Demonic ore. Oh good, I got the crit boost, so now I actually can get a little more tanky, or a lot more. This is plus 287 defense and resistance that I'm going to be gaining. It hasn't been enough time yet? Nope. Probably another like 6 minutes or so, then I can upgrade the stuff one more again. Now I have all the flasks, all the power is mine. You know what? Just because there's 2 Thors here and they are one hit, I will take them out. And they're a nice 135. Oh, wait a minute. I wouldn't have seen this Carmen if I wouldn't come over to take out the second Thor. So thank you, Thor, for revealing to me the Carmen with the gargoyle for me to take out. Let's see. You are weak to fire, so we're going to go with the Infernus Mire. Take you out. And you too, buddy. You're a tanky boy, so you take 2 of them. And that's alright. Arvistaga, Infernus Mire. Oh, wait a minute. Darkstone, thank you. We'll deal with this one again. Nice. The deeps. And they gave me a Deludonomic, or as some people would call it, a DM. Yeah, 11 realm more. Nice. We take those. And we say thank you, game, for the realm war, because I need it for my ascension level. Go, Arvistaga, please. Please. Thank you. Elstone. Or of a Staga again. Lightning Stone? Could do without that. But I'll take it anyway. Because I have no choice. Alright, magic one that's going to help out. Lightning defense or lightning immunity is going to help out a little bit as well. Dex 1, okay, that's going to help out as well. Move along with the boosts. Right, enter in the 20s once again. You thought you were gonna get away, Pegasus? No, no, no. I'll have to save you for later because I need to use more Sigil Storm Flash on these two. Oh my goodness. Man, well that definitely wasn't what I expected as well again. I might have to change my approach in how I do this, potentially. Well, that's a bummer. But it happens. I'm just not expecting them to hit that hard. But I guess they just do. Even with having like, I think I have like 12,000 resistance right now. Let me check out the stats because they didn't really load properly last time. Nope, doesn't want to load. Try and do this. And then go here. Please. Alright, well, looks like I'm just going to have to close up my game and reopen it. Since it's going to be so stubborn right now, folks. There we go. So yeah, I have almost 13,000 resistance. 11.5k defense. So what I was thinking on helping me out, it might not help me out a lot. What it very much could would just be to do this instead. And just go for more HP. But I don't know how I might not be able to use this unless I have a Foresight 1 buff. Geez, the game is just not having it tonight. Here we go. Because this will put me at 37,000 HP with a little bit less resistance, so I might have died either way with losing that 500 resistance or so. I would like to hope not, but you know, you kind of never know. So the only thing I wish that I had that would help me out would be like a starting ward turn with Bestial Bond Amity, because I love this Amity because it's a 40% crit with Bestial Bond 1. But I don't really believe there's lots of mage gear that gives you starting ward turns that I'll be able to use as a substitute for it. A lot of the starting ward turn gear is most of the time going to be Gilgamesh or warriors and sometimes thief stuff. None of that stuff really is going to help out. I think I might have to forgo the extra 5% tower shards and just do another one. With this one, the thwack and an ability, 40% crits with 3 ward turns. I think I'm going to have to go with this one. As much as I would not want to use it, and that would just immediately determine which pet I would change because I wouldn't need the tower pet anymore. I just mainly just go with the dog, I think. Would be my go-to. So we're going to see how this goes. Alright, chat. Which one's it going to be? Then Mr. Celine. Pick it. Pick the tower. Come on, YouTube chat. I know there's plenty of people over there just chilling over there. You got this. T or S? Or S or T? Alright, well, we're gonna go with T because it's on the top. Wait a minute, let me make sure. I need to change chest back to the crit one for now. There we go. Open door. Okay, foresight 2, nice. Wow, double foresight buffs. So that does raise the question, well, probably what I will do is I will go with this for now. Actually, you know, I might just send both of them. We're gonna see. Hopefully it's not too much of a negative foresight drop here. We'll find out if they go first, but I'll definitely have all the HP, which is helpful. The main one that's determined here is this one right here. So, nope, I did get to go first. Not this time, buddy. Not this time. Ooh, Animantine. Nice, nice. There we go. Alright, okay, okay. One tower chest all the way at the top. And it was much worth it for that Team Magic number 2. You know what? I want to go battle the ninjas. I'm not risking it with you now, buddy. Oh, I'm not risking it. No. Gotta go for the Pegasus. One game, yes, platinum. Okay, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. There we go. All part of the plan. One more to top it off. Good. Just gonna go for the Beowulf here. I definitely think having the extra dexterity from the pumpkinless gear is going to be helping me out. So this could be the way. But I'd have to transition one at a time and probably 25 anguish. I don't know if it would be enough in order to make it work. If I wanted to try and do that. But I'm not going to try 25 anguish unless I have a lot of buffs to help me out. Or I might also change my helmet, but I don't know. You know, the helmet's pretty good. I could potentially use a lioness crown maybe to get the more foresight for 25, but then I probably wouldn't be at the crit ratio that I need right now. Because I think it only has like 8 slots, I think. 8 or 9 slots for the lioness crowns, and then I had to use some ashen pinions in there in order to get to that 26% crit rate. And plus, you know, I have a pretty nice lioness crown. I mean, not lioness crown. Riff Rogue doohickey. Nope, we're going back over here because I think I got a defense buff. Yeah, it's going to help a little bit. Not a whole bunch, but it's going to help some. Luckily I hit both of them, so that's fantastic. Or all 3 of them, not just 2. attack. Alright, there we go. Defense 1. That's pretty good. So let's see. I have attack and defense 1. You know what? I'm going to try 25. We're going to see if we're faster or not than the dangerous ones or not. But hopefully, if I'm not, then I'll luckily have enough with the health in order to withstand attacks. Alright, doing pretty good overall right now. Yeah, I kind of would totally understand that dude's gonna be faster to Linus Assassin. Alright, Avalon, pretty good. Ooh, that's right. You know what? I'm gonna have to use a blood loss flask here. Just go with this. Alright. That might be the play, actually. Because using the... Let me make sure I do this upgrade before the hammers run out. Because I forgot about it. That might be the play. Potentially on certain fights it might be more beneficial, like the bear, the frost troll and stuff, to use the blood loss flash first and then attack, because then you would completely gain, like, 75% stats, I think it is. Because if I had that 75% stats, I would probably had enough in order to take it and do some serious work. Or I'd probably be strong enough in order to take that hit, hopefully. I don't know for certain, but 75% of my resistance is, pretty good. This would charge up majority of them, if not all of them, for this Warden Fusion Flask here. Alright. Nice. Just gotta hit them with enough Aura of Vesta 3s, they'll go down. Greater Soul, nice, nice, nice. Boop, boop, boop. Come on. There we go. Alright, there we go. I got all the magic. There we go. Alright, here we go. Sigil Stormflash. Come on. Alright, thank you for the crit rate. Now I can not do that. Please. Please. There we go. More HP, more stats. Alright, I'm gonna have one more flask left. Almost two. Almost the second one charged up. There we go. Flasker back up and running. Nice, more Ballerite. We'll take that. We'll take those. This should be powerful enough. Yep, yep. That's what I thought. Or invested 3 go burr with all these boosts. Alright, it's time to dance with the dudes. Alright, I got Ward of Ward Knights, so we all good. Plus it helps when they hit with holy attacks. Then I can just laugh at them and be like, do you even know your Pokemon type advantage, boy? Or do you know that I have the holy immunity? Better yet, or more importantly. So let me try this out. Blood loss into this, into that. Lost the temporary buff, so it made me lose more damage, but yeah, I can do something like that, technically. For the safer floors. This one's definitely not as safe for safer fights. More flask, please. Thank you. Ancient Stone, always nice, always nice. I need some flasks. I only got one. Right now. I can do something here, I think. I thought that one or two of them were going to survive, but they decided not to, which is okay. They don't have to necessarily survive. As long as they're gone, they get some charges, then that's what helps. This will help. There we go. Now I'm fully charged up on my flasks. Hooey! Good thing that I knew I was gonna run into this. Good thing I was tanky enough here. I'm definitely just gonna go with Mana Ray Flask for you. Whew! Yeah! Those starting war turns coming, paying off nicely right there. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I thought, that they would definitely move before me. But, you know, luckily I'm a beefy mage right now, and I can take the hits. Whew. Alright, we're getting tower shards now, so technically we have a little bit of everything then, according to that. Which it looks like we do. We got the defense buffs, we got the resistance buffs, we got the elemental immunity buffs, dexterity buffs, all the temporary buffs. So good. Oh, Themis is good for that one at least, which is very nice. Still gonna get a good amount of shards with Themis, even though it's not the most highest rated one. I think it was the third one, or maybe fourth highest rated one. That's pretty good. Yep, I knew you would move before me, but all your spells I am immune to. Gorgon person, thingamabobber. I'm definitely not risking it at all with y'all. Maybe with the Aura Vestaga here, and Aura Vesta. The bear. What's it gonna be, bear? Alright, wise choice. You know, with bear's might. Accepting your defeats. Alright, let's dance with the frost roll again. Yep. I'm ready now. I'm prepared to have starting ward turns to help me out. We made it! Alright, nice. Almost 46,000 so far, so that's pretty good. Come on, game. You got this, I believe. Reconnecting, reconnecting. I think it just might be quicker just to do Ultima for the Titan fights, because it's a weak Ultima. I'll be able to do so much damage. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. It's roughly about a little bit less than the EOS that I did on 20, so definitely if I did the EOS halfway and then, you know, change the English to 25, then that would definitely be like a mid 50k is what I'm thinking. So overall, doing pretty good. Won 2, lost 2. But we got materials and other stuff along the way for that, so that's good. Let me go check out the gauntlet. It's already done. Alright, well, that's good. Quake gauntlets are good gauntlets. Let's see, how are the people working right now with the Terra's Legacy? Let me go here. Alright, they're working pretty good to get the emeralds restoration. My goodness. That's a lot of trees. 5,000 trees. Alright. I think we'll do the one last tower and then we will call it there. So I'm going to change my stuff back. Not always keep on going here. This one, this, and that. For starters, until I get some foresight buffs. And then change the follower over to Rockruff, the Arisen Stonewarg. Alright, Celine, it's go time. Let me pop the regular boosts real quick. I'm definitely gonna get this one here. Broken statue, cool, cool. I'll just take the easily out here. Alright, I got the temporary defense buff 2, so that's nice. I have defense buff 1. That's 2 of the requirements. Now I just need the foresight buff. Or 2 foresight buffs, technically. Wolf's blood, thank you, thank you. Ooh, there's a Sonic Scroll. I don't think I've seen one of those for a good bit. Going down, Pegasus. Nice. Mandrake, okay, yep. Alrighty, there we go. The Temp Magic 2. Alright, Ballarat. Nice. Nice, Romor. Nice. Alright, that's good. I can probably just take out the pants. No, actually I can't take out the pants. I'd have to take out the chest, I think. Yeah. For this one right now. That's what I can do just as like a middle ground right now. Because I got the Foresight 2. And then maybe let me think. Might bump it up to like 22 or 23 is what I'm thinking. Do 22. Just so I could be in that 50% range. You know what? I'll take you out too, Stark Slime, since you're just chilling over there. Easiest 83 shards of me life right there. Definitely gonna be Aura of a stock win, yo. Once again. Nice. Alright, I'm still faster than the Frost Trolls, so that's good. That's what I mainly wanted to focus on. If I would have went to maybe 24 or 25, then probably would have been faster than me. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to key that one. It was worth it. That magic one's going to come in handy dandy. Hop, skip, and harvest the 3 to it. So far, so good. Just kind of hoping for more shards around here, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Alright, daily. There we go. Alright, foresight 1. Okay, I'm ready to take and jump up to 25 now then. I think I'm ready. I'm ready, folks. Nice. I think that was like a 30 prayer store net right there. Very nice. So, actually, let me check and see what I got. Fight. Okay, yeah, these are all not too bad. Platinum, alright, respectable. I think this is going to be a 40,000 tower for this one, folks. I'm hoping it is. If we keep on getting these one guardian floors, it's definitely not going to be. Ancient stone, nice. There we go. This is what I need right here. What do we got here? Yeah, decided to take the different route for this one. A little bit more chill for those because I don't really need as much. This one, unlike this one, I definitely need and for these hydras too, because they're beefy boys and girls. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I can put on the other one, so that's good. There we go. Ooh, 45 Avalon ore, very nice. Alright, well I'm glad that it stills a 40,000 dungeon, and maybe more than that actually. Alrighty. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here to Classic. Swap to Sequencer for this. One game. I believe game... Oh yeah, so much faster. Oh yeah. 46k, 46.6, pretty good. So roughly got like 130k. Probably got like close to like 220k maybe or something like that. Maybe 230k for the other two if we did them, but it's okay. We definitely learned a lot about doing towers, since this is like my kind of official like full run as Heretic for towers. But I think I'm going to call it here for today, folks. So I appreciate everyone for watching. Let me just check the good old YouTube right now. We are 4, get it, one in all fingers on one hand, 4 subscribers away from 500s on YouTube. Appreciate people on YouTube and Twitch for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to go follow and or subscribe if you want to do the free method for those. Or if you want to pay, you can take and subscribe on the good old Twitch. Help me out a little bit there, but not necessary. Have a great rest of your day / night, folks. I'll see y'all tomorrow around 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, roughly around the same time that I started here. Have a great rest of y'all's days / nights, and I will see y'all next time. Peace, everyone.